Hi everyone, and welcome to your monthly universe energy reading. This is for the month of December. However, you can watch this anytime you find the video because these messages are timeless. I am just doing them in the time frame of December. So we have three choices here for you. Pile 1 is this card, Hearth. Pile 2 is this card, Wreath. And pile 3 is this card, the Star. So whatever artwork, whatever card calls to you, Hearth, Wreath, or Star, or pile number is the one that's meant for you to watch. If you feel called to more than one, by all means watch more than one. I will see you in your reading. Hi to those of you who chose this card, pile 1 or Hearth. All right, we are going to get right into your reading here from the universe. What do they have to say? I'm just going to keep this card over here because it is the card that was for the pile. It may ring true. I'll read it at the end or sometime during the reading. All right, so let's get overall energy here. We have from the Angels of Atlantis, Archangel Michael with transmutation. So December is going to be a month where you are going to start possibly looking at making changes in your life. Yes, but transmutation is more about, if you want to think of it on simple terms, taking negative energy, taking negative situations and turning them into something positive, even if it's just for yourself, because what that does is it's changing the way you're behaving, the way you're thinking. And when you do that, ripple effect out into the universe, it affects others, okay? So that's what we think of as transmutation. Back in the day, it was turning, I think, just regular metals into gold and that sort of thing. All right, so let's get right into the cards here. First set out, we have air element, philosophy, discrimination, empathy with the devil. I love this because if we think of the devil, that's usually when you have some sort of addiction or you have some sort of self-sabotage going on, right? You're withdrawing, you're trying to use things or people or what situations to escape. And with the air element, it is all about your mind, how you think, how you talk, how you communicate, right? How do you deal with things on a mental plane? So with the air element, it's how we address change or conflict and power as well, right? Because it's how we think about things, how we're going to speak to it, how we're going to use our mind to overcome it. And we know that just like with everything else, your mind can play tricks on you, can also play games on you. So what I want to say is this may be a month for you, pile 1, where you are really tapping into your intellect and realizing that whatever it is that's making you feel like you're trapped or being held, or that you are addicted and can't break free. And that can be from anything. That can be from putting your phone down an hour earlier every night, right? Right straight through to drugs or alcohol is what we always think of addiction, but it can literally be anything in between. And this is just letting you know with the air element, you have control over your thoughts. You have control over the way you think, over the actions that you take, the words that you speak. You have control over clarity, what is making sense, what isn't, but it's having the wisdom here, which is part of it, to realize that whatever it is that's holding you in its grasp, that you feel like you need to break free from, you can. And I love that we have transmutation as the overall here because it's saying you can take whatever this negative, addicted, self-sabotaging energy is, and you can transmute it into something positive. It's almost like putting yourself in a mental prison. These are all thoughts because you're not literally caged somewhere. You're not literally tied down to something. It's in your mind. That's what it is. So the message here from them is start working on that. Next, we have the Galactic Federation. Collaboration, meetings, community. I like that. And we have it with the Knight of Pentacles. Well, if that just doesn't make sense. So maybe for some of you in pile one, this is getting out in your group, getting out with your people. You know, whether it's you're on a board of something or you're the group in charge of something. I feel like this is definitely collaboration. It says it right here. Okay. So definitely collaboration, definitely community. Maybe it literally is in your community, but this is really being involved. If you're not involved, then you can't complain. Right? If you're not involved, if you're not really looking in and researching and doing whatever it is about whatever it is that you're complaining about, then you really don't have a right to complain. Well, you can, but it doesn't mean anything because technically you're not involved. You have no skin in the game. This is getting skin in the game. That's exactly what this is. And with Knight of Pentacles, they're saying to you, you know what? Put the hard work in. You know, be responsible. Don't be afraid to go in and work at something that means something to you, and you don't have to rush. It's not a race. It's slow and steady. So, you know, take the steps necessary, go in, listen, absorb. What is it that you can do to maybe help in this situation? For some of you, it may be marching on something. For some of you, it just may be bringing something out of, what I want to say, like, archaic and making it more new, more, you know, more with this day and age, okay? It could be something to do with that, but slow and steady here will win the race. I feel like you want to invest in this. This is their message saying there's no time like the present. Start investing. You can't invest if you don't have skin in the game, so you need to get it in there. Next, we have balance. Always talking about balance. I love this coming from universe, right? This is coming from spirit guides, God, source, anyone in this big, vast universe where they're coming in of love and light for the highest good for you, to help you learn, to bring these messages to you, to let you know that the negative can be transformed into positive. Hatred, misunderstanding can be transmuted into love. But here again, always with the balance, there needs to be balance. You can't, right, exactly, have skin in the game if you're not in it. Well, that would be one-sided. Here's the game and you're here. Down. The game's up here. That's not balanced, right? I'm thinking that you're putting yourself in your own mental prison. That's you up here in your head and here's reality, right? So you kind of get the idea. Let's see what they have here. 10 of Swords, right? Okay. 10 of Swords is the mental prison. It's letting go. It's putting to rest. It's saying goodbye to what no longer serves you. So if you've been keeping yourself in anxiety, in upset, in not being able to sleep or function, then this is you letting go of whatever it is mentally, which we have here with air, these things, these devil energies. You're letting go of them. You're putting those swords into the fire and you're going to let that metal, so to speak, melt away. Okay? No longer going to hold you back. You're putting it to rest. And that is where you're going to find the peace, which is going to bring the balance. Oh, I've never seen this card before. Hive Mind. Insectoid. What card do we have with it? Page of Wands. Oh, I love this because what it's kind of making me think of is hive mind is like this: community, gathering, collaboration, meetings, right? And with hive mind, that's everyone. Like, you think of how they all work in a hive, right? They're all working together to build, to create for the abundance, which would be, say, the honey in some cases. And because honey is good and sweet and natural and in moderation, not bad for you at all, I want to say that's what I feel this galactic federation or partnership is. It's people coming together. And don't just think it's us. If you do believe that there is intelligent life beyond us, then they're also gathering with everything that's going on in the world, especially here on planet Earth, right? They're gathering too to say, we need to help them. Like, what can we do? So I feel like that's just kind of confirming that almost. You know, you have to have your own individual thoughts, but you bring those to the table. Hive mind isn't just following the leader or following the queen bee. You are an individual as well. And with the Page of Wands, I love it because that's all about being inspired, having inspired ideas, believing that there is potential and possibility out there, you know, being free of spirit even. So I love the way that's going. Now, next card we have out is marriage. Well, for some of you, it could be a marriage. It could be two people coming together. I don't know. But on the card here, it does say commitment. Your guidance is to commit yourself to something. Well, okay, here we go. A project, your home, family, work, or relationship. Commitment is a powerful contract that will focus your energy to enable your intent to flourish. Make a commitment. I said, I feel as though they're saying, go out, join that group, make a commitment to, this is about making things better. Right? So this is about even maybe making yourself better, finding the balance, or we can be finding the balance out within our community, our groups, our cities, our provinces, our states, and then into our country, and then out into the world. But we work together like busy bees is what I want to say. And this is just like I said, for some of you, it could be marriage that's coming up, right? But it's the commitment part of it. That's what it is. It's the commitment part. So what do we have with that? The Emperor. The Emperor is the King of Kings. He is the King of Cups, Swords, Pentacles, and Wands. He is hopefully on the high road, on the high side, in charge of his emotions, his intuition, his creativity, his thoughts. He's clear-minded, ready to take action, good with his words and the way he thinks. He's good at working with money and collecting and gaining, acquiring material possessions, right? Hard worker. He's also very passionate and motivated, a lot of energy and a lot of inspired ideas. So this is the energy you want to take into this commitment you're going to make here to work. I want to say it's for everyone, for the collective. We think that we can't do anything big, and maybe some of us can't. But that doesn't mean that we don't try to do something small. One little change, ripple effect out into the world. So I love that. Now let's get into, and with Hearth, I said I was going to read it if I can get the light here. May your warmth take in the gazing flame. Upon the shivers, they melt away. So whatever out there was not making you feel good, whether it's current events, just in your own community in general, within your own groups, family even in general, what can you do to take away those little goosey bumps where it's the feeling of this just doesn't feel right, right? How can you do something that's going to bring benefit to everyone? Now, I'm going to pull some tarot here, so let's just get 3 more tarot for clarification, confirmation, further advice or guidance, and then we will also do an oracle card. We'll look right here, 8 of Canes or 8 of Swords. Again, you have yourself in your own mental prison. And I'm going to say also that it always doesn't have to be you. You could be dealing with someone also that may be in this type of situation. So, but again, you can see these canes aren't holding this person in. It's that devil, it's that energy that I feel as though I'm in a prison here, but really you're not. And they want you to get out to find the balance. I feel like there's multiple messages in this for you, pile one. Okay. Or it could just be in the mental prison of there's nothing I can do here for the collective, for the world at a whole. And you can. Here we have 2 of candles. The 2 of wands. This is making your plan. This is making a choice. In other words, look at her writing stuff down. It looks like she's getting ready to mail it out. She knows who she needs to contact maybe to start making things happen. Or better yet, that may be for some of you. For others, it will just be, you know, you need to start making a plan. And that's what the 2 of candles is here. Figure out what it is you want to do. You already, I feel, have with all this air energy. The positive side is all this wisdom. Now it's putting it to use and making a well-devised plan, we'll call it. And the 7 of canes, or the 7 of swords. It's letting go of the fear. See how he's looking here on the shelf, and look, there's nothing on those shelves. They're bare. And he's like just gathering up as much as he can because he's afraid if he doesn't that someone else is going to come in and take it out from under him. And maybe that is why you stay in this energy up here. I don't know. Or why you can't find balance. Or why you have a hard time transmuting that negative, because that would be the feeling of lack, or that someone's going to steal something out from under you, is a negative energy. It's low vibrational. And they want you to let go of that and understand you're working here for yourself, but also your fellow man, your community, your family, your friends, your neighbors, people across the world that you don't even know. And being afraid that you're going to lose something if you start giving to others is not an energy to be in. So they want you to let that go as well. Now let's get one last, this is just an oracle card from the universe, all right? Just, may tie in here. Oh, well, one just came out. Perfect. It may not. Divine Dragon. Oh, I love it. So for me, this divine dragon energy is, dragons can be forceful, very powerful, right? But they can be a quiet force as well. And I feel here that this is just asking you to take on that fire energy. Be passionate and enthusiastic. Take action. Express yourself. Take the initiative if you need to. Don't be afraid to be an extrovert in this situation when you decide that you're going to go out and help. Like I said, friends, family, community. We can then just keep going up. Province, state, country, across the world. It's going to depend on you how you want to work this out for yourself. They're just giving you the message, please start. Everyone needs help right now. You and everyone else. So let's work together. Beehive here. Okay? Galactic Council. Let's work together. So pile one, that is your reading, your messages, your guidance, maybe even predictive in some cases here for you for the month, because these could be energies that you come in and that surround you, okay? Some of it you may need to release and let go to find balance. Others you need to join to really find yourself and get moving. So I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi to those of you who chose pile number 2 or this wreath card. I'm just going to set it aside, and we may actually come back and read it as part of the reading at the end. But I want to get going here. Messages from the universe, energies, people, situations, whatever it may be that are going to be coming in and around you this month. But again, it is timeless. So for whenever you see it. I do have an Angels of Atlantis Archangel card, and it is Michael with patience. And you know what I love about this card whenever I see it is it's showing the pyramids. And you just think the patience. I mean, it took years and years. I can't even say a number because I'm not sure how many, but I just know years and years for them to be built. That is patience. That is not giving up. That isn't saying, okay, enough of this already. Let's forget the pyramid. Let's just build some square block houses or structures, right? Which would be so much easier. Anyway, so I just want to say, so for some of you, you may feel a real energy coming in and around you this month that's really going to call for patience, okay? And remember, these messages are coming in from God's source, the universe, okay, which includes not only them, but also all of your guides, all of the beings, all of your ancestors, you know, all of the angels, animals, whatever and whomever your spirit guide teams are, okay? They're all here for your highest good. So let's look at the first card. We have Arcturians, feeling safe, wisdom keepers, concern with Page of Pentacles. And this, the first thing I want to say, pile 2, about this is feeling safe, wisdom keepers, concern. So maybe there's going to be an energy coming in and around you, or a situation that's really going to call for you to maybe be the wisdom keeper. Maybe in your family, especially where we have well, this is for December, right? So it's not coming out until the 1st of December, but we just have had Thanksgiving in the US, all right, for some of you. And you know, maybe there was some family wisdom, secrets shared with you, and you get to keep those to pass on to the next generation. Maybe for some of you, it will happen over the Christmas holiday or whatever. I know there are other celebrations around what, you know, for Christians, the Christmas holiday, right? So whatever it may be, it is a time of gathering. Even think New Year's Eve, people to get together for the new year. So somewhere, I feel like maybe somebody's going to be sharing some wisdom, maybe some things you never knew, but they're important, and you get to be the person that, I don't know, like I said, you get to be the one who shares. With the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles is always looking for new ways to manifest abundance, okay? Always looking for new opportunities, usually financial because they're a pentacle. And maybe for some of you, you've been concerned about your finances, but I want to say with the Page of Pentacles, they want you to take on that energy. If you need to develop new skills, maybe that will help you down the line with maybe getting a new job or being able to step up in a few positions from where you are now, which will help you to feel safer, more secure in your finances for your family. So a couple of messages there. Let's go on to, oh, love it, alchemy, the Philosopher's Stone, infinity, destiny, magic. I'm going to pull this other card. I just have something else with the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, here we go. So I also wanted to say here, back to having patience that, you know what, if you put the work in to manifest, if you put the work in to develop skill or learn new things, then and you look for new financial opportunities, I feel this is a message. It will be shown to you, okay? And with the wisdom keepers, and we're talking about new financial opportunities, maybe something you learn is something you can use in that sense. Now we're coming over here to infinity, destiny, and magic, and I'm like, all right, perfect. This all ties in. Ten of Pentacles is getting everything that you want. It's being successful. You've planted, we'll say, your 10 little seeds here, and they've manifested for you in abundance, in money, in family, friends, all of those good things that people want in their life, right? And they're saying you're meant to have that. This is something that's destined for you to have. If you put the work in, right, to infinity and beyond, if you put the work in, the magic will happen. So I love that message. Now, we have Seeds of Polarity with Lyra. And the Empress. what I want to say with this card here, the seeds of polarity, I feel almost like you're planting the seeds, right? But for some reason, and I'm going to say this, for some reason, I feel like one is being left behind, so to speak. That maybe you've planted, say, a couple, and one is more focused, therefore it seems to be rising and growing up. Or you've planted your two seeds and now there's a polarity there. It's like it either has to be this or that, or I agree with this now, not with that, or vice versa, whatever it may be. And I feel the reason that the Empress card has come out is because she's saying things don't need to have, they don't need to be polar opposites, okay? Things don't need to be polar opposites. Maybe once you planted them, they kind of took on a life of their own, and now you feel like they're polar opposites. You can always bring those back in. In astrology, an opposition is actually thought of as being able to have dialogue or to harmonize, that they may be opposite, but they can come back and meet in the middle. And that's what the Empress is. She's saying just because it started out one way and now has changed doesn't mean you can't change it back around. Of course you can. You can do whatever you want. You have the skill, you have the knowledge, you have the passion here to turn these things around and to manifest and have whatever it is. You just may need to start nurturing one side more than the other until you can get them back in balance. So that message is going to be, I think, specific for someone, but nonetheless, there it is. And you never know. Again, these can show up in your life in many different ways. It's going to be how it resonates with you. Next, we have pushing the envelope, also Lyra, with the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I almost want to say I feel like these are tying in, as in I said, you planted the seeds. Sometimes it takes a minute to get the message out, right? You planted them. I don't know whether you nurtured one more than the other. However it happened, it really doesn't matter. But it's like they started kind of, instead of growing together, they kind of started growing in opposite directions. And when that happened, you kind of got yourself up here in an Eight of Swords moment where you were like, but why is that happening? That wasn't my intention. And you start putting yourself into your own mental prison, I think, by blaming yourself that you are somehow responsible for this. And that is where the Empress has come in, or is coming in, to say, no, it's okay. You can turn things around. Just because it's going opposite right now does not mean that it can't come back together. Maybe that's what really needed to happen. All right. And here with pushing the envelope, I believe also is, if you think about it, it's almost like you want to just turn this one right around into a U shape so they're both going back up together. Don't be afraid to push the envelope. Don't be afraid to push the boundary. Don't be afraid to try things that you've never tried before to make it happen. Okay? But don't allow yourself to stay caught up in this moment right here where you're like, it's all my fault. You know, nothing can change now. Look at the way they're growing. This isn't going to work. I don't feel like it's that at all. That is us putting, or you in this case, putting yourself, or you may know someone who's doing this, putting themselves into that mental prison, and you're like, get out of there. You can turn this around, right? You can get things back into flow again. Part of learning and growing is making mistakes or having setbacks. And you know what? You just need to get back in there, pushing the envelope again, pushing the boundary. Have patience. There we go. Have the patience to turn this around. Next, we have crystal skulls. Oh, I have my own little, look at this, crystal skull. There he is. I'm just going to set him right there since we're talking about crystal skulls. That's rose quartz. And what is the message? The unknown. Your guidance is that there is a mystery waiting to unfold, for much is yet unknown. Perhaps new information is to come to you. Oh my heavens, you guys. Or old memories or ancient wisdom may surface to your conscious awareness. Meditation could help you to facilitate this. Be cautious about making a decision, for you do not have the whole picture. Have patience. A mystery is waiting to unfold. Well, one, I talked about maybe it's already happened with your Thanksgiving, or I'm actually just recording this a couple days before your Thanksgiving in the US. So maybe that's it. Or for some of you, like I said, it could be something that's happening at Christmas where you could get this wisdom that you're going to be the keeper of. They're saying there's a mystery yet to unfold for you. It may not come in this way. It could come in another way. Maybe you have to meditate to really figure it out. But we have infinity, destiny, and magic here as well. And that's what's going to bring you your abundance. Here, getting this turned around and on the right track, pushing the envelope will help to push you forward, but having patience. Now let's look at the card, the Seven of Chariot. You have to be willing to move. You have to be willing to move forward. I think here it says perhaps a new information is to come to you, or old memories or ancient wisdom may surface to your conscious awareness, maybe through meditation. But be cautious about making a decision because you don't know the whole picture yet. You do have to move, but the the chariot moves fast, right? It's fast moving as well. So you might just want to have some patience here. Don't go rushing out before you know the whole story or before you're able to see the entire picture. Let's look at WREATH. We have there in the circle of life tends to breathe death. One is not without the other, eternally bound by essence of spirit. I'm going to take, in the context, what just popped in is that there's going to be good along with the bad. It's part of the circle, right, of life. There's going to be good with the bad, right? Here you kind of think things have taken a turn for the worse, but have they really? You can turn it around, and you always can. Pile 1, we were talking about transmutation. If that's of interest to you, you might want to check that out. But for right now, let's get some more tarot for further confirmation, clarification, guidance. And let's see here what else they have to say. But I love this. I don't know. And I'm getting goosebumps. I also feel like it somehow is going to tie into what it is that you're meant to be doing or how you're doing it. The Four of Cups. If someone comes in and offers help to you, offers guidance, offers insight, don't sit there. I'm calling it like the spoiled brat with your head down, arms and legs crossed, refusing the help, right? Sometimes we need to take the help. Maybe that's the magic here. Okay? Maybe that's what's going to make you feel safe and secure. Maybe it's going to be this cup coming in that's going to help you turn this around. Do not poo-poo it. Do not wave it off. The Ace of Cups, new beginning. And Ace of Cups is new beginning, new creativity, maybe new joy or love for something. It can also be new relationships. So for some of you, it could be speaking to that. If you have someone coming in offering you a cup of love, like say the Knight of Cups or something, don't turn it down. Be willing to explore what that could be. Or it could just be joy coming in and some new creative ways of doing things coming in. But it is a new beginning. And here we had this in pile 1, 2, the Seven of Swords. Do not be afraid. What I want to say is, by taking someone else's idea, you're not stealing it. By maybe discussing whatever the situation is with someone else is not giving away your secrets. If someone has shared the family wisdom with you, don't feel that you need to keep it safe and secure and hold it so tight that you don't share it with the others that need to hear it, right? Because you're afraid, oh, well, then they're going to run off with that information and it won't just be me who has it. The important thing about whatever this information is that it's meant to be shared. Don't worry about someone stealing it or in whatever this is here, stealing your ideas. Okay, love this message pile too. Let's get one last oracle here from the universe, which includes everyone. And let's just see if any are gonna, there comes one right there. So, a light grows brighter only by lighting another. Exactly. Sharing information, sharing wisdom, sharing abundance, thought, whatever it is, helps to light someone else up. So if you have enough light to share, and they're saying that you do, then you know what? Step out and share it. So, or one good idea can be the light bulb moment for another great idea. Okay, just have patience. Don't move too fast. I hope you enjoy this pile too. I will see you in your next reading. Hi to those of you who chose pile 3 or this card, the star, okay? We're going to set it aside. We'll look at it sometime during the reading, okay? We'll see how it ties in. We have tarot and oracle here. These are messages coming in from the universe, God, source, all of your different guides, all for your highest good. They could be energies or actual situations coming in and around you this month, or if you are seeing this after December, that's okay because they are timeless messages. So let's look here. Overall energy we have from the Angels of Atlantis, Archangel Jophiel with joy. Okay. First card out, we have the Alpha Draconians. Oh, yuck. They are the corrupt, unethical, and cult-like behavior. With temperance. Well, of course, because they want that energy to be balanced out. But let's see what else we have here. Palladians with the King of Swords. Okay. So the first thing I want to say here about the Alpha Draconians, this could be energy coming in and around you, and that's exactly what I feel it is. I really feel that something is going to be coming in, and maybe they're going to ask you to join something or to do something for them, or I don't know, but in that type of thing, or maybe it's just going to be something that you're going to stumble upon. If you have the gut feeling, trust your intuition. If it feels in any way corrupt or unethical or cult-like even, then back away. Okay, that is energy you don't need. We're talking about joy. Here is the overall. This is what we refer to as dark, shadowy, low vibrational energy. And it's all around us all the time. We get to choose whether or not we participate in it because our main goal here is temperance. Right? And I love, look at him pouring. It's like a little angel. Well, isn't he talented to get the foam to do that in that coffee? So, but it's temperance is balance. I almost want to say like temperance is knowing better, because even though this may seem like a good thing and you may be like, oh, wow, this would really help me out, or this would bring the balance back into my life. I feel like that would be your mind or your ego talking. If you actually went to your heart, your soul, your intuition, you would be like, yeah, I don't think this really would bring peace and harmony into my life long term. I feel like it's almost like one of those get rich quick type of schemes. It could even be that for some people, but it's going to have that feeling to it where it's almost going to be too good to be true, which is the bait, right? So I really feel like that's an energy. And again, this could be people, places, or things. It's going to be like a temptation of some sort, but I feel like deep down you're going to know better, and that's what you need to follow, because there won't be long-term joy in this. or balance or happiness. On the flip side of that, which is kind of funny because I haven't been laying the cards out back to back, but for whatever reason in this pile, I just did it. And as I did it, I went, oh no, I've been doing one set at a time. It's almost like, because this is the polar opposite, the Pleiadians, they are so happy, so full of joy, so full of laughter, excitement. They have unconditional love. They are just pure joy to be around. And if you've ever experienced Pleiadian energy within yourself, or have called on the Pleiadians and felt their energy, it is just that, happy and joyful. It's very childlike. But it's also wise and thoughtful, and not just thoughtful, like they really think things through type of thing. They're very intellectual as well. And that's King of Swords. So I love it. It's like the Pleiadians are the polar opposite of the Alpha Draconians, and the Pleiadians, while they're all fun and joyful and bright and butterflies and sunshine, they're also very smart and intellectual and thoughtful. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That is the energy I want to say that you maybe need to bring a little bit more into your life here. They may be asking you, hey, you know what? You need to take on a little more Pleiadian energy, or in your meditation or your quiet time, maybe ask to connect directly to the Pleiadian energy for your highest good, for your highest learning, and just see what comes through, what feeling. But I feel like this King of Swords also is coming out to tie back to here to say, use your intellect here, okay? Not just... Your intellect is going to first off go, or your ego is going to be like, oh, great idea. But then something's going to click and you're going to be like, not such I don't feel like there's real clarity here somewhere. So just trust in that. Let's go to the next cards. We have feminine principle, or the divine feminine energy, Vega, with justice. And because I did it above, I'm doing it here too. Oh my gosh, you guys. Masculine principle, Lyra. Okay, so that's the divine masculine energy with the Queen of Wands. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so let's look at this. I just feel like this is such a funny pile here, pile 3. I feel like I've laid it out differently. It's like we've got the divine feminine energy sitting under this Alpha Draconian, very masculine, but like abusive masculine energy. Here we have this beautiful divine feminine energy with the divine masculine energy sitting underneath it. So what I want to say here, divine feminine, we need to have a balance between the two. So I love that Temperance is here in between them. All right, there needs to be a balance. We all have it, regardless of gender. Divine feminine, divine masculine. When you're in your feminine energy, let's just look at it this way. If you're too much in your feminine energy, you may find that it's, okay, I shouldn't say too much. Let's just say it's very loving and kind and caring and nurturing and compassionate and intuitive, okay? And really, really focuses on self-love and self-care, but also the same for other people as well. But if you only stay in that and you don't bring in that equal balance of masculine, sometimes it can be taken advantage of. Sometimes justice doesn't always play out. It isn't equal and balanced. It doesn't end up being the fairest outcome if all you're running off of is emotion. There always needs to be a balance between that ego and that emotion, right? So they're saying, just pay attention. Working in your feminine energy is wonderful. You just need to be aware that it doesn't get taken advantage of, or that everything is remaining equal and balanced. Now, when we come over to the masculine principle or the masculine energy, here it's just very, It can be very assertive and it can be very forceful, and it doesn't always have to, again, be in a bad way, because sometimes we need that for leaderships, the people that are going to be taking the initiative, the impulsive people, the outgoing people. But it does need to have a softener to it. Here with the Queen of Wands, who, because she's a queen, can tend to, and I want to say the queen is in social butterfly here, right? She knows what it is that the people need, for example, and what it is that the people want, or what the situation needs. And she knows that this masculine energy needs to be balanced out by some divine feminine energy. And as a wand, I mean, she's pretty fiery herself, but she knows that regardless of whether it's air, water, earth, or whether it's air, water, earth, or fire, she knows that there needs to be some feminine energy in here. So for whatever these situations may be for you, or the people that you're around, you could be that positive feminine energy for someone with too much masculine, or you could be the justice coming in and, you know, really saying to the person, like, you need to balance this out. I feel like the scale's not balanced. It's a little one-sided here. You're only running in your feminine, right? So I hope that's making sense to you. And if it resonates with you, you'll understand exactly what it is that I'm talking about. But I do feel for both of these, it's like, here you need some more feminine, here you need some more masculine. Let's see what the last card is. It is enlightenment. I also want to say, regardless of whatever it is, joy. And I feel to really have joy in your life, you need to have that balance. That's what they're saying. We have been. Your guidance is to stop doing and striving. Forget about tomorrow. Just still your mind and be in the now. In this quiet time, contemplate the wonders of life and appreciate all that you do have, including the opportunity for life on earth. Your reward will be inner peace and a sense of divine connection. Enlightenment is being in oneness. I love that message, and I feel like this could be a one-off message for someone who's listening to this, or maybe a few of you. I also feel that, again, that if you're always, say, in this masculine, and it doesn't mean feminines don't do it, but I'm just, for this reading, this is what's coming through. This going, doing, conquering, must, control, whatever, needs the balance in here in order for you to get the most out of your life here on earth. What card is with this? The Seven of Swords. I love it. The Seven of Swords has come out in all three piles in different ways. But you're not robbing yourself one way or the other. So if you're like a real masculine energy, don't be afraid that people are going to be swoop in and being able to take from you in some way if you show too much feminine. Or if you were in your feminine energy and you're trying to incorporate a little bit more masculine, again, don't be afraid that someone's going to be able to swoop in and take anything from you. It just won't work that way. Right? They want you to have balance. They're going to help and protect you along the way. That's why you're getting these messages, right? So it's kind of a heads up. Let's look pile 3 before we go at 3 more tarot, and not possibly, and that's too many, and another oracle card from the universe. So the Three of Wands. The Emperor. And the Ace of Pentacles. So what I want to say here is, remember I said, like, don't be afraid someone's going to take something if you're showing too much masculine or too much feminine. What I feel is when you're trying to balance or find temperance in between these energies, because look, it's in between up here and it's in between these two cards. This is a new beginning, I feel, in some way. I feel like it could be a new way to start planting seeds to bring abundance into your life. It could be a new financial opportunity. It could just bringing that balance in is going to help you be more balanced when you are planting your seeds for manifestation. It won't be more one-sided or to the other. With the Ace of Pentacles, it can also be as a one-off to new financial or career opportunities as well. That will bring joy into your life. With the Emperor, he's the King of Kings. Let's take on all the good attributes where you are emotionally, intuitively, creatively balanced, where you are having clear thoughts and clarity in your actions and words, where you're working hard, and because you're working hard, you're bringing abundance in, whether it be material possessions, finances, however it shows up, and that you're also very much being the go-getter, being inspired to go out and try and do new things. So I think this is saying for you, this is a good example, pardon me, if we're looking at the Alpha Draconians over here, of good masculine energy and how to run it in your life. But also to know that trying to bring balance here is good. This is not a bad thing. You are a leader. This is what you need to have to be the good leader, balance. And with the Three of Wands, it's you setting out. It's you giving this a shot, right? I really feel like we're talking about, you know, the balance in here between the masculine and feminine. There could be individual messages in here as well, but overall, that's what's going to bring peace, balance, and joy into your life. With the Star card, I want to read it. We have followed the stars, for they know best. Not too light, not too dark. Oh, I love it, right? Not too masculine, not too feminine, okay? It's like the balance. The star is a shimmer of what is coming next. And I feel like this could really change your life around in some way. Very interesting, pile 3. Very interesting. I feel a few different messages. But let's get one last card here from the universe. And they sent out 3, which is too many. Sorry, I have to make it equal. If it was a couple, all right. But sometimes then I feel bad for the other piles. Okay, there we go. You are the hero of your cosmic journey. Okay, here you are getting ready to set out. We've got the Emperor here. This is a new beginning. You are the hero of your own cosmic journey. So, pile 3, that is it. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I will see you in your next reading.